Ever since the new Netflix crime thriller Inventing Anna has been released, it hasn't failed to capture the minds of viewers worldwide. The series is based on a true story behind a fraudster who coined New York high society common name as Anna Sorkin and played for millions of dollars. In the Netflix series, a character named Anna Delvey is the lead. She is played by Julia Gardner and is portrayed as a Russian-born woman, acting as a fake heritage of Germany who manages to make her way to the States. Before coning the New York society, she defrauds hotels, banks, and her wealthy avocations, thus turning herself into a millionaire. Another fictional character called Vivian, who is played by Anna Chumsley, is based on the character of a journalist Jessica Preisler, who is one of the most closest experiences with Anna Delvey's journey through all the ups and downs while she was in New York. In real life, it was none other than Jessica Preisler who broke this story back in 2017 and gained global recognition. The fact is that Inventing the Anna series mixes up real-life events and people with fictional characters is true, and this is the main reason behind the series receiving huge backlash and criticism from a lot of viewers. In an article, people went as far as accusing the series as portraying Anna as a special and inspiring character, which is an alternate reality in the real world. After receiving several accusations for portraying a con woman as a protagonist, running her PR team, and even putting money in her pocket, people all over the world were intrigued to know the real story behind Inventing Anna, or just Anna Sorkin. As portrayed in the series, Anna Sorkin in real life too was a Russian-born woman who pretended to be a rich German heritress before stepping into New York. She approached the owners of banks, hotels, and other high society members of New York in the same identity and successfully connected them, making a ransom amount of money out of it. She was born in Moscow and moved to Germany after her family decided to relocate. She first stepped into New York City back in summer 2013 for a fashion week. At that time, the 31-year-old who was employed by a French fashion magazine called Purple. As far as her educational qualifications are concerned, Anna was previously enrolled in London at Central St. Martin's, but later dropped out and moved to Paris, which she was then changed her name from Sorkin to Delvey. Her entire con journey started after she was transferred to Purple magazine's office in the capital, which is where she first started interacting with the wealthy members of the art scene in New York. She was constantly trying her way to convince those members, pitching her idea of the Anna Delvey Foundation, which was a private art foundation, beneficiaries to investors. In the forthcoming 5 years, she already became a professional scammer and would constantly scam several people she knew by making them pay for her plane tickets and hotels, and then later supposedly forgetting to pay them back daily. Later, she also convened a few bank for loans and deposited a few fake checks while on her spree to defraud hotels by somehow managing to avoid giving a legal credit card. If we move into the details, then in between the years of 2013 to 2017, Anna borrowed money from a number of her friends, including an art collector known as Michael Azu Hang, who later stated that Anna claimed that she forgot to pay him a few $1,000s for a flight and hotel bookings, for which Michael had paid earlier, although few sources revealed that Michael was already repaid for an anonymous account, which might belong to Anna. Her Anna Delvey Foundation was a major source of fraud, as she constantly raised a lot of funds under its name, which was never repaid. The City National Bank of New York also accused Anna of taking a $22 million loan with the help of fake documentation. In this way, it was never proved that Anna Delvey who undertook the loan. Apart from that, during her entire stay in New York City, Anna stayed in several luxury hotels without actually repaying for them. She performed this scam by presenting a fake credit card that was not working and promised the hotel managers to pay her expenses later. The downfall of the con story of Anna Sorkin started after she planned a all-expense-paid trip along with her 3 friends in Morocco, booking an expensive hotel. A few days later, the owners caught Anna with her fake credit card and demanded her to pay the $62,000 bill. The hotel managers pressed charges against her and demanded a foolproof investigation on this matter. This investigation went on for a few years until 2019, when a jury found Anna guilty of not 1, but 8 huge charges. After that, she was sentenced to 12 years in prison and was fined for almost $300,000 for all her scam to date. After serving these charges, she was released in February 2021. According to sources, she was paid $300,000 by Netflix to portray her life story, but later the New York State froze her funds under the charges of prohibition of a criminal for profiting from its publicity as per law. Click one of these two videos on the screen right now.